The health emergency disaster due to the spread of the novel Wuhan coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, is a type of influenza, and it continues to bring challenges and new forms of communicating, ways of doing business or not, and general altered living conditions, as a stay-at-home order means that everyone's life has changed this spring. DCTV Daily News and partners continue to work diligently to bring you the latest information and how this impacts you, the community. Wash your hands, stay well and strong. I'm Kendra Cook, your host for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. That's the special district association responsible for bringing the area free-to-access TV stations over the air by antenna. This is a community TV station. If there's a news story or event information that you would like to share, you can call us 970-677-4119 and leave a message. And if you're a business or organization, we welcome you to find out about sponsorship opportunities for banners or video segments run on the channel. This is the Tuesday program for April 21st, 2020. DCTV Daily News. From the Journal, reporting on Governor Polis, a press conference with an AP photo, David Zalubowski. Governor Jared Polis on Monday revealed what life will be like in Colorado starting next week when his stay-at-home orders lifts, and preparing the public for a marathon of restrictions likely to last months in order to prevent the new coronavirus from spreading out of control. When the stay-at-home order ends on Sunday, the main difference will be that Coloradans will be urged rather than ordered to stay in. Polis is calling this new phase Colorado's safer at home period. About half of the workforce will be able to return to their jobs the first week of May, Polis said, but employers are urged to continue telecommuting if possible. Workplaces that do reopen will have to abide by strict guidelines, including temperature checks. Retail will first open to curbside delivery and then be allowed to gradually open with strict precautions. Hair salons, tattoo parlors, dog grooming, and personal training will be allowed to resume services, but also with strict precautions, which we're looking forward to hearing this week. Restaurants and bars will still be closed to in-person dining, and schools will remain shuttered for the end of the year. But the governor was clear, quote, "If you can stay at home, continue to stay at home. People in vulnerable populations, those 60 or older, or people with pre-existing conditions, are urged to continue as if the stay-at-home order were still in effect. Quote, we need to figure out how to run the marathon now that we've run the sprint," he said. Detailed guidance on how the state will begin to reopen is expected to be released in the coming days. Polis said on Monday only unveiled broad strokes. Restaurants may be able to have a phased reopening in mid-May, Polis said, but that prospect is still under exploration. Gatherings of more than 10 people will be prohibited. Polis said that cities and counties across Colorado will be able to implement more stringent restrictions to respond to an outbreak. Quote, "In a big, diverse state, there should not be a one statewide approach," he said. A note that Dolores County still has 0 cases and 0 people with any sort of symptoms. Polis said that restrictions will be changed to ensure the healthcare system isn't overwhelmed. This will all be adjusted in real time, he said. There are more than 10,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Colorado, but public health officials believe there may be some 75,000 people in the state who have been infected. About 450 people have died from the disease. More than 1,000 with confirmed cases of the disease are currently hospitalized. Polis said that he plans to be in Eagle County on Thursday or Friday this week to grant the county an exemption ahead of time from the stay-at-home order because of the progress it has made in limiting the spread of the coronavirus. Eagle County has been one of the areas hardest hit by coronavirus. And now, let's take a look at the local weather. Today, scattered showers with thunderstorms also possible this afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 56 degrees, and that's a 50% chance for rains today. Tonight, isolated showers before 9 p.m. and then mostly cloudy and gradually becoming clear overnight. A low around 36 degrees with north-northeast winds, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance for any overnight showers of 20%. For Wednesday, sunny with a high near 63 degrees. Wednesday night, mostly clear and a low around 37. Again, Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 63 with light and variable winds shifting northwest 10 to 15 miles an hour in the morning with gusts to high as 25 for Thursday. Thursday night, mostly clear and a low around 37. With Friday, another sunny day with a high near 60 degrees, and Friday night, mostly clear and a low around 35. Into Saturday, again, we're looking for sunny skies, even a bit warmer, high near 65 degrees. Saturday night, partly cloudy and a low around 39. With Sunday, mostly sunny and a high near 71. There's that first time we've seen a 70 in our future cast, although I think we've had it here in Dove Creek just last week. Sunday night, partly cloudy and a low around 43 degrees. So we are getting a little bit of rain here and there. We are at 88% for our snowpack, but we are getting a full allocation of water to our farmers, so that is looking good. Again, stay healthy, wash your hands, and maybe think about starting to plant your garden or getting your dirt ready so that you can grow your own food. And now, back to the news. And now the Sheriff's Roundup for the week of April 13th through the 19th, 2020. A controlled burn was reported as out of control in the Lone Cone subdivision. Durango Interagency Dispatch notified and responded. Fire was contained by residents in the area and state fire agencies canceled. Dolores County Sheriff's deputies and Dove Creek Ambulance responded with the Colorado State Patrol to a motor vehicle accident on Slick Rock. A report of possible stolen vehicle was taken by a sheriff's deputy. This case is under investigation. A concerned resident called in reporting a low utility line on a county road. Sheriff's deputies assisted Montezuma County to locate a subject. Everything turned out to be okay. Horses were reported out on Highway 491 and the owners were notified. A courtesy ride was given to a subject to the Utah state line. Dog at large was reported in town and animal control was contacted. A suspicious vehicle was reported by a local business. Sheriff's deputy responded. Everything was okay. Sheriff's deputy took a report of a theft by a local resident. Local resident requested more patrol. Dispatch received a call from Colorado Parks and Wildlife of subjects shooting at deer west of town. Sheriff was unable to locate the vehicle. Noise complaint reported at the trailer park. Fraud was reported taken by the fraud report was taken by a sheriff's deputy, and this is under investigation. The Dove Creek Volunteer Fire Department reported a controlled burn on a county road. They're using it for training. Sheriff's deputy responded to a motor vehicle accident on Highway 491 along the Colorado State with the Colorado State Patrol. Dove Creek Volunteer Fire Department and Dolores County Sheriff's deputy were called out to a controlled burn that had gotten out of control. The fire was contained and everything turned out okay. An injured or sick baby skunk was reported in town and animal control was contacted, and a calf was reported to be on the highway northwest of town. Dolores County Sheriff's deputy responded and called the owner. And tomorrow we'll have a public service announcement about controlled burns and how you can safely do this to keep you and your neighbors safe without having to have a fire ban in place. From the Journal, photo courtesy Catalyst Church. A partnership between a Canyon City church and a New York City nonprofit will wipe out nearly $270,000 worth of medical debt for people and families in Southwest Colorado. Ryan McBride, pastor of the Catalyst Church, said the entire project will pay off $2 million in medical debt in 39 counties across Colorado, with a focus on rural parts of the state. Quote, "We know generosity breeds generosity," McBride said, so we wanted to help those people feeling the weight and crushing nature of that kind of bondage. About 4 years ago, when the Catalyst Church was founded, it received a $20,000 donation from a Wyoming church to help get started. But McBride said Catalyst Church never needed to use that money and it sat in a bank account. A few months ago, church officials started thinking about new services it could provide, and it came across a nonprofit called RIP Medical Debt, which purchases then abolishes unpaid debt. A request for comment from RIP Medical Debt was not immediately returned on Monday morning to the Journal. But according to the RIP Medical Debt's website, the nonprofit was started in 2014 by two former debt collections executives who used donations to buy large bundles of medical debt and then forgive it with no tax consequences. Since 2014, $1.3 billion in medical debts have been eradicated to the benefit of more than 650,000 peoples and families, the website says. McBride says that RIP Medical Debt allows a $100 donation to cover $10,000 of debt. Quickly, church officials realized that $20,000 sitting in the bank could expand into covering $2 million of debt. RIP Medical Debt's website says it accomplishes this by buying, quote, large portfolios of debt from medical providers and debt sellers on the debt market for pennies on the dollar and forgiving it. As little as $1 donated to RIP can alleviate $100 of medical debt. The debt is removed from credit reports and can no longer be collected on. Catalyst Church asked the nonprofit to focus on rural Colorado and start with the people and families most in need. As a result of the effort, about $78,000 will be directed to La Plata County, about $135,000 to Montezuma County, about $56,400 to Archuleta County, and about $1,200 to San Juan County. And I do not know why Dolores County is not listed there. McBride said that the church will receive a report in the coming weeks with the number of people and families who benefited, but individual names are not disclosed. It's no strings attached, he said. According to RIP Medical Debt's website, the nonprofit sends, quote, forgiveness notices to the benefiting families and individuals and then helps prepare credit reports. Somebody might want to get a hold of them and see if Dolores County can get into that program as well. Today's High Canyon Country happenings. The BOCC meeting on Monday afternoon held quite a bit of discussion regarding the county and reopening after Governor Polis's announcement of moving from stay-at-home order to a safer-at-home order, which will happen next Monday. There is the phasing or tiering in opportunities for critical businesses to increase up to 50% of the workforce while maintaining the mask-on policy and social distancing as best as possible. And at this time, the school in person has been suspended through the end of the school year, so it will be homeschooling to finish their learning processes. And at this point, it does not look like a graduation will happen, though we will wait and see. Gatherings may remain at the 10 people or less for quite some time. So again, looking to the pick and hoe in July, we are still struggling with what can be done while keeping the population healthy and safe. Another topic in the commissioners' meeting was consideration of a fire ban, which is not currently in place, but a public service announcement, as I mentioned earlier, will be forthcoming from the Sheriff's Office to warn of the dangers of fires during shifting winds and how you can best have controlled burns in burn barrels or agricultural burns that are kept safe and not overtax our emergency services or endanger neighbors. A big thank you goes out to The Rock, reaching out to community and kids, and to the Dove Creek Care and Share Pantry for keeping the flow of food and goods that are needed in our community. There are wonderful sponsors and funding coming in to both groups that are increasing their voluntary workload to coordinate distributions. Thank you. Another note is to remind you to fill out the 2020 census. You'll be seeing some additional promotions here on DCTV from 2020census.gov. You can go online to fill it out or call the toll-free number and answer the few questions there over the phone. Dolores County is just above 14% in response level. We need a solid return in order to qualify for programs and services from state and federal programs. And here's the Colorado State COVID-19 related numbers as of Monday afternoon. They're showing 10,106 cases with 1,880 people hospitalized. Over 56 of our 64 counties have at least one case, and estimated 47,466 people have been tested, and now sadly 449 deaths that are in one way or another accounted to COVID-19. I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV Daily News, where you can also watch the program replay along with the news links and stories of local interest. And you too can share other events or news and join in on the conversation. Again, this is your local community TV station, so if you have something you'd like to share, contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com, or you can call the station at 970-677-4119. Thank you for tuning in to DCTV Daily News. Programs are broadcast Monday through Friday with replays online on our YouTube channel or our DCTV Daily News on Facebook. If you like the program, please do like and follow us on Facebook and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Again, thank you for watching.